so y'all better cook. I got big dreams, you walk talk when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a oh. I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
And yeah, man, shit just getting more. Damn, I shouldn't have cussed. Hopefully YouTube that don't affect the YouTube. But yeah, man, stuff is just getting more crazier and crazier by the day. It just don't make no sense. Now there's been a lot of commotion over this whole Snoop Dogg situation and Nelly, when they did what they did for Trump. And what makes it crazy though is because it's like I seen somebody put up a video of Snoop. You feel me? At first, he was all F Donald Trump. He made videos talking about if talking about other people if they mess with Donald Trump. Like basically just like, uh I don't know the word for it, or maybe scolding, or what I'm saying, people for that for liking Trump. And then he turn around and go like, come on, like, but let's get into it though. Make sure you go ahead, thumbs up the video while you in here too, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here.
Cat Williams has just joined the long list of people calling out Snoop Dogg, and it's wild enough to have everyone talking. Snoop, who once fired shots at Donald Trump in his music, is now making headlines for performing at Trump's crypto ball. The internet's buzzing, and Cat's fiery words have only turned up the heat.
Now, we got to start with something we have been reporting, and it has been attributed to you. A statement out there that you allegedly issued through your publicist apologizing for that routine.
Snoop's character has been questioned for years over his true loyalty game to his truest people. But now, with Cat Williams throwing his opinion into the mix, people can't help but wonder what's really going on. And here's the twist. This story doesn't just involve Trump. It ties back to Tupac, Suge Knight, and a history of controversy that still lingers today. What did Cat really say? And how does Tupac fit into all this? Stick around. We're breaking it all down.
But you don't apologize for what you said in that stand-up.
I'm not allowed to. As a stand-up, the only thing that I sell is uncensored thought.
So Suge Knight is alleging that Snoop Dogg has some explaining to do about the night of Tupac's.
Remember in 2012 when Bitcoin made people millionaires overnight? Well, something very similar is happening in 2025, but 99% of people do not know about it. The AI models are making...
We don't care. Let's go.
Cat Williams has never been shy about speaking his mind, and his latest target is Snoop Dogg. In a way that only Cat can, he has called out Snoop for performing at Donald Trump's crypto ball, a move that left many people stunned. For Cat, this wasn't just another performance. It was a shift that seemed out of character for someone who had once publicly criticized Trump in his music. Cat's remarks came with his usual mix of sharp wit and biting critique, questioning Snoop's decisions and what they say about his position in the entertainment industry. And Cat wasn't just talking about the performance. His words suggested a deeper critique of Snoop's overall trajectory. From his days in the rap game alongside Tupac to now, Cat seemed to imply that Snoop's decisions often prioritize self-preservation over anything else.
I could agree with that. Because I was thinking the same thing. It was like, okay, we can look at it as like, okay, you being a hypocrite, right? That's one way to look at it. And then there's also another way to look at it like this. Like, I feel like, which was what I was gonna say in the beginning. I feel like he be speaking too soon. Like, he get excited and he be like in the moment, and he just like blurt out whatever, or say how he feeling. You feel me? Versus being I think he just he make a lot of decisions based off emotions, maybe. Well, what do y'all think?
He framed the Trump performance as just the latest example of someone bending to the powers that be for the sake of staying relevant.
On Instagram, he would go on to write, "Wow, that's what we doing. Trump propping up white supremacy isn't just in his past, Nelly. It's who he still is today. This man called Daniel Penny a hero he still stands behind his opinion of the exonerated 5.
But Cat isn't the only one raising eyebrows over Snoop's choices. Other voices have joined the conversation, and the criticism is building. Country artist John Rich didn't hold back, calling attention to how Snoop went from publicly mocking Donald Trump to performing at Trump's crypto ball. Rich even pointed out the irony of Snoop's 2017 music video, where he took direct shots at Trump, comparing it to now headlining an event in his honor. It's a shift that left many fans wondering what changed. Benny Johnson jumped into the conversation, taking aim at Snoop's performance. He joked about Snoop's MAGA flip, describing it as a textbook example of how money can influence even the loudest critics. Benny questioned if Snoop's appearance was really about bridging gaps or just cashing checks, turning the moment into a meme-worthy spectacle. He made his—
Bro, let's be 100, my nigga. He did it for the money, my nigga. He did it for the loot. And it's crazy because, like, somebody like Snoop, the way he was, you know, and this is why you can't put your trust. I'm not, you know, there's no shade at Snoop, you feel me? But, like, it's why you can't just be looking up to anybody, you feel me? Like, bro, it's okay to be inspired by motherfuckers, but, like, you got to be careful who you know, like, you just got to be careful, bro. Because 1 minute he was all F Donald Trump this, F Donald Trump that, and then next thing you know, out of nowhere, it's not like he was like turned around was like, you know what? I thought about this, you guys. You feel me? I changed my mind, whatever the case is. But then, even if he did change his mind, whatever he choose to do, he's a grown ass man. He can do what he want to do. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you see how he was easily swayed, and we don't know what it is. But honestly, I think it's money, bro. Like, come on, if we just being 100. He got paid to do it. It's a paid gig, you feel me? So I ain't mad at you. Get your money, but you looking crazy though, because it would have been different if you was just like, nah, I don't rock with Trump, and then you did it. It probably wouldn't be a spectacle right now because it wouldn't like. But it just looked crazy because how hard you was going for it. Like, yeah, F Donald Trump, nigga. I seen the video where you was going crazy. I wish I could pull up the video, but he was going crazy like. Yeah, F Donald Trump, nigga. Use anybody who support him and and all. I don't know. I don't remember it word for word, but it was that sentiment. And all of a sudden now you like performing or whatever he did for him. I didn't see it. I just heard about it. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like little clips or whatever. But yeah, it's like, bruh, you looking crazy right now, man. Cause he was going hard at everybody else that supported Trump, and then even if you did it for money, that's still some type of support though, because your people is seeing you like, so like, bro, Snoop is like one of the most famous motherfuckers in the world. So you letting all your people that think you a certain way, like seeing you in a different light, and you looking crazy out here.
Stance clear, saying that when you follow the money, the story often makes a lot more sense.
This is Snoop Dogg saying, if you all vote for him, you're stupid.
Look, this is what I was talking about. Matter of fact, so that's cool. Yep, this is what I'm talking about.
This guy's a punk. Don't vote for this N-word. Don't vote for him.
And Snoop wasn't the only one under fire at the crypto ball. Sharing the stage were Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, and Nelly, all of whom faced backlash for their involvement. Critics didn't hold back, calling out—
Well, as far as Soulja Boy and Nelly and Rick Ross, I never really heard them say they stance on whether if they mess with Trump or not. You feel me? I never really heard them like make it clear. They probably have, but I'm telling you, I ain't never heard it. So it don't really, like, for them, it's not really a big deal. The only reason why it's a big deal for Snoop is because he was like y'all just seen the video. That's the video I was talking about. He was real adamant about it, and he was like really like pushing it heavy. So it's like, oh, okay, you really like, all right, yeah, okay, all right, Snoop, you don't fuck with him, yeah, okay. But then you turn around like, nah, bro, that's not a good look.
out the irony of artists who previously criticized Trump now performing at an event tied to him. Nelly, already set to perform at another Trump-related event, defended his participation, though that's a topic for later.
We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist.
The backlash surrounding Snoop and the other performers wasn't just about Trump himself. For many, it reflected something deeper, a betrayal of the values these artists once stood for. Others viewed it as a necessary move in an industry that often demands alliances that aren't always easy to explain. Amid the criticism, Snoop addressed the situation on his own terms, adding more fuel to the fire.
Okay, this is the Automatic Course Creator, and if you are looking for the fastest and most affordable way to launch your first or next course, high-ticket offer, or online
fire and ensuring the story kept growing. Amid the backlash, Snoop Dogg wasted no time addressing the criticism surrounding his performance at Trump's crypto ball. In his own words, this wasn't about politics or choosing sides, it was about business and bringing people together. Snoop framed his decision as a way to bridge gaps and focus on unity, saying that his goal was to move beyond past disagreements for something bigger. To Snoop, this was about evolution, not betrayal.
But I am honored.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought they was talking about like the whole Pac thing. So they talking about like betrayal within the whole Trump thing.
To be performing for the office, for the president of the United States, regardless. Ain't none other president asked me to perform. Name.
But his explanation didn't silence the criticism. While some fans appreciated his pragmatic approach, others felt it clashed with his history of taking bold stances, especially against Trump. Snoop, however, seemed unfazed, standing firm in his belief that times change and that focusing on common ground is more important than old rivalries. In a recent interview, Nelly made it clear that his performance wasn't about endorsing Trump or his policies only. Instead, Nelly said it was about respecting the office of the presidency, regardless of who occupies it. He explained that performing was an honor and a way to show professionalism, not an expression of personal allegiance.
I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It's an honor for me to perform for the President of the United States, regardless of who's in office. If President Biden would have asked me to perform, I would have performed.
This defense echoed Snoop's sentiment, suggesting—
But that's what I'm saying though. Like the only reason why it looked crazy is because Snoop he was like heavy. You feel me? So he was heavy with the F Trump. So it make him look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that people can't have a change of mind. Sometimes, sometimes sometimes you grow, but I don't know about but sometimes you grow, sometimes you change your mind and shit like that. It happens, but it just looked crazy but see, for Nelly, I don't hear nobody really talking about it for Nelly. Like I think he got a little bit of backlash, but it ain't as loud as Snoop though, because Nelly, I mean, I never heard him say F Trump or nothing like that. And even if he did, but he just wasn't super like adamant about it though.
that their appearances were about seizing opportunities rather than making political statements. Yet for many critics, this wasn't enough. The optics of hip-hop legends performing for someone they once openly opposed were hard to ignore. But these recent controversies aren't new for Snoop. They reflect patterns that go all the way back to his days with Tupac and Suge Knight, where questions of loyalty first began to surface.
And sometimes it was almost like Snoop wasn't there. He went from—
Hey, it's crazy though? Like, I have a feeling like they finna like I don't know. It could just be me though, but I have a feeling like they finna come for Snoop soon too. Like cause all these motherfuckers just getting it's just like getting caught up in stuff. You see Jay-Z, you see Diddy, you see like, and a plethora of other people, shit is just coming out the woodworks. Like, could Snoop be next? I don't know, man.
From the biggest thing in the world,
like they coming for all the top
now
dogs.
Everybody's talking to Pop.
The questions about Snoop Dogg's loyalty didn't start with his performance at Trump's crypto ball. To understand the depth of this controversy, we need to go back to one of hip-hop's most explosive moments, the East Coast-West Coast feud. During this volatile time, Snoop's infamous interview with Angie Martinez set off alarms. While Tupac was going all in against Biggie and Puffy, Snoop took a completely different approach, calling the two his homeboys.
Did you know that Tupac and Snoop wasn't seeing eye to eye like that before his death? Because you was one of the last people with him before he left for Vegas, because you recorded one of his last songs.
This didn't sit well with Tupac, who was fully immersed in the East Coast-West Coast feud. Spice One explained that Tupac felt blindsided and even betrayed by Snoop's neutrality. According to Spice, Tupac couldn't comprehend how Snoop could appear to side with individuals he believed stood against everything Tupac was fighting for.
Well, he was a little upset over that. He would tell me like, Snoop trying to be cool with him.
And at the same time, well, before I understood what Snoop was going through, I was like, damn, he trying to be cool with after they shot you up like that in the studio?
The Structure Motorized Pergola System is reinventing the way homeowners experience the outdoors.
But that wasn't the only tension. Corrupt later revealed that before the fateful Vegas trip where Tupac was shot, Snoop told Dogg Pound not to go. Snoop told us to stay away, to avoid the drama, Corrupt said. While this decision may have saved lives, it created a deeper divide between Snoop and Tupac's team. Tupac, who lived by a ride-or-die mentality, likely saw Snoop's move as another instance of distancing himself when things got real. Spice One highlighted what he saw as a pattern of self-preservation in Snoop's actions, contrasting it with Tupac's unwavering commitment to his principles. Spice explained that Tupac always stood firm for what he believed in, regardless of the consequences, which he felt set Tupac apart from others. In his view, Snoop's recent actions reflect a long-standing tendency to adapt rather than take a definitive stand.
He probably trying to lay low. You know, he just beat a whole case, man. He was on trial for 25 to life.
And then there's Suge Knight, who added fuel to the fire with his own claims.
That's something to keep in mind too, though. You know what I'm saying? He probably around that time. I'm not talking about right now, but I'm saying like around that time though, because this is something totally different. But yeah, around that time, I could see why he would try to like deter himself away from drama. Because nigga trying to stay out. I ain't trying to go to jail or get caught up again. Like shit, I feel him on that one though. Shit, nigga ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Luke has suggested that Snoop might know more about Tupac's death than he's ever let on. It's a heavy accusation, and while Snoop hasn't directly addressed it, it lingers in the background, adding another layer to the narrative of fractured loyalty. If that wasn't enough, 6ix99 has recently reignited conversations about Snoop, accusing him of being a snitch. While the two had their own beef, 6ix99's claims tapped into a recurring theme: Snoop's decisions and alliances often raising questions about his allegiances. But here's the twist. Despite all the criticism and accusations, Snoop has made attempts to reconcile with his past in his own way.
Everything right about him, by putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say, face to face, is going to be a lot of explaining to do.
Despite all the controversies, Snoop Dogg has made efforts to reconcile with Tupac's legacy, showing a more emotional and reflective side over the years. After Tupac's tragic passing, Snoop reached out to Jada Pinkett Smith, one of Pac's closest friends, and Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mother, to honor his memory. These gestures were seen as Snoop's way of mending fences and acknowledging the impact Tupac had on his life and career.
Yeah, I heard Snoop, he was real hurt by that, huh?
Hell yeah. Pac was he was our friend. You know, our real friend.
In an emotional account, Snoop reflected on visiting Tupac in the hospital after the shooting in Las Vegas. He described the moment as overwhelming, saying he fainted at the sight of his friend hooked up to machines. Tupac's mother, Afeni, helped Snoop regain his composure, reminding him to be strong. "My baby wouldn't want to see you weak," she told him. Afeni gave Snoop a moment alone with Tupac to say goodbye, allowing him to express the love and respect he still carried for his friend.
She knew it was a little tension, but she knew how much we loved each other, so she gave us a moment for me to say some things to him as far as how much I love him, but I knew that was going to be my last time.
Snoop has often shared how deeply he regrets the unresolved tension between them. Their last interaction on a private plane after Snoop's Angie Martinez interview left Tupac distant and upset. "Pac didn't even look at me," Snoop once said. That still...
Man, bro, that's like the worst feeling. Well, yeah, that gotta be the worst feeling. I mean, I ain't never felt that feeling ever. No, I haven't. But that gotta be the worst feeling. Like, nigga, you got somebody that you love, nigga, and then y'all end on bad terms, and that person passed away. Whew. Man, bro. I feel for motherfuckers like that. Like, that's why you gotta be careful, bro. That's why I don't like holding grudges. It's never good to hold grudges, bro. I promise you. If you holding grudges, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna regret that shit.
Hurts me to this day.
You may think it was more people against me, it was more people with me.
Oh, well, we know.
Yeah,
I saw that.
That was the strange. That was just,
that.
thanks, Snoop. You said what we been wanting to say.
Right.
But you shouldn't have said it like
that. Yeah. That part.
You get it?
Yeah.
By reaching out to Jada and Afeni, Snoop has tried to show that he values Tupac's legacy, even if their relationship ended on a difficult note. He has spoken openly about how Tupac's passion and energy shaped his career, calling Pac his brother for life. But while these efforts highlight Snoop's desire to make amends, his recent actions, like performing at Trump's crypto ball, have reignited debates about whether his choices reflect genuine growth or a recurring pattern of self-preservation. Fast forward to today, and Snoop's performance at Trump's crypto ball has sparked many questions. Once a vocal critic of Trump, going as far as to mock him in a music video, Snoop's shift to headlining a Trump event feels like deja vu. For some, it's a pattern of prioritizing self-preservation, adapting to opportunities even if it means switching sides.
The best part of my ProColor F13 DTF printer is being able to print whatever I want, whenever I want.
Who cares? Who cares? No, I'm playing.
But Pac's saying is like, you either riding or colliding.
Cat Williams seems to think so. His recent comments about Snoop align with a broader critique he's made about the entertainment industry. From accusations against Jamie Foxx to wild claims about clones, Cat has repeatedly suggested that many big names in the industry are more concerned with power and survival than authenticity. To him, Snoop's moves aren't an exception. They're part of a much bigger problem. But there's an irony here that complicates this story even further. Trump's growing support among Black communities makes Snoop's actions harder to dismiss outright. Snoop Dogg's performance at Trump's crypto ball comes at a time when Trump's support among Black communities is on the rise, adding another layer to the backlash. According to Benny Johnson, this creates a strange irony. What once would have been seen as an outright
And all that was a play, just like how they were doing with Kamala Harris when they thought she was going to be president, and they was having all like the Cardi B's and Megs and all that stuff like that performing because you're trying to get the Black votes. This is the same thing. They know everybody loves Snoop, so of course they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know about why they Nelly, but they chose Nelly too. And then Soulja Boy, you know, I don't even know why they chose him either. But yeah, of course, Snoop, you know, he the most famous. Like, come on now, of course.
betrayal now feels more complicated. Trump's policies, particularly around criminal justice reform, have won over some Black voters, making Snoop's move less of an anomaly and more of a reflection of shifting dynamics.
I spoke with Suge Knight recently, who said he used to be a superstar and now he's just a no-limit soldier. What do you say to that?
He used to be a CEO, now he's just an inmate.
Political commentator David Sachs, who organized the crypto ball, argued that the event was a celebration of innovation, not politics. Sachs said, "This wasn't about division, it was about building bridges." While his comments supported the event's intent, they also highlighted how Snoop's participation could be seen as pragmatic, not a betrayal. On the flip side, Cat Williams seems to take a different stance. For Cat, Snoop's alignment with Trump is just another example of entertainment figures compromising their principles for survival. Cat's broader critique has repeatedly questioned the authenticity of these moves, tying them to a system he believes prioritizes power over loyalty.
But you don't apologize for what you said in that studio, that stand-up.
I'm not allowed to. As a stand-up, the only thing that I sell is uncensored thought. So I'm only selling them the way I think, uncensored.
So, is Cat Williams exposing a deeper truth about Snoop, or is this all just a part of his—
My nigga neck rolls. Look at them neck rolls, bro. Like, that shit look
Selling
crazy.
them the way I think, uncensored.
Bro.
So, is Cat Williams exposing a deeper
Like,
truth
bruh.
about—
Like, bruh. It's like an M. It's like an E. It's like an E. My nigga got an E in the back of his head, bro. Like, bruh. Yeah, nah. My bad, y'all. But yeah, man, that's what I got for y'all. Hold on. We back. All right, cool. Look, so it's a couple of y'all up in here still. All right, so I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hit the thumbs up on your way out. You know, thank you for pulling up. I'm finna, hop up over here though. So look, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because this shit is crazy. It's getting crazier and crazier about it, man. So how do y'all feel about what Snoop did? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? So leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
Another day, another dollar. If you see me, better holla at your guala. Be in the moment, cause tomorrow ain't promised. If I gotta go get it, then I gotta. Yeah, I've been trying to get ahead, really gotta make a move, cause I'm only getting older, got to get this cake. Going 24 hours, I ain't even showered, doing everything I gotta do to be called great. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff, yeah. Won't be no stuff, don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. As I sat on the park bench while I I struggle, my thoughts drift. Juggle and struggle inside of my head is a marsh pit. What to do, I'm pursuing a dream. They tell me it's far-fetched, a car wreck waiting to happen. I know a few who lost grip. Doubt me if you will, grabbing the wheel. Taking action, you throwing tantrums, get over yourself. If you're looking for the problem, go and look at yourself. I ain't doing it for my help, a nigga speaking on wealth. Cause I came from the bottom, the passion hot as wasabi. There ain't nobody gon' stop and flicking the flame. Watch I blossom, move like I'm flipping the product. Really ain't got many options, so I've been scheming and plotting to do